All right, so I wanted to come out here because it occurred to me that you're not alone. And that's the way I felt for the longest time. Even though I had my family to go to if I wanted to, if I needed to, my wife, my closest friends that I've known for 20, 30, and 40 years, I still felt alone. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way in this situation. And I got to tell you, you are not alone. And even if you're like me and you have trouble and you're talking to people, especially your friends and family, and the whole misbegotten concept of bothering people just because you have a problem and you need to talk through it. If you're like me, you're not alone. First of all, you are like me and I'm here. Put things in the comments. If there's a question you have, I may have already looked into it. I may have the answer. And if I don't, I'm probably going to look into it for you, or at least direct you to somewhere I think you can get the answer. If you just want to vent, we're here for that too. Just write something in the comments, say, I'm just venting. And this way I won't bother to try to give you advice on it, because I realize that you're just venting, you're not looking for advice. But it's not just me, it's not just here, it's not just Sibling Zero. There is so much help out there. And I didn't realize this until after I made the decision to do something about this. I spent 20 years with no idea whatsoever that I wasn't alone, and I didn't have to be alone. There's always someone there. In real life or online, there's always someone there that knows something or feels something for you and is going to help you or give you a piece of advice, a place to go, something you were not aware of. And again, like I said, even if you just want to vent, get something off your chest, you're not looking for advice, there's places for that too. Not just here. People that are a lot smarter than me, that know a lot more than me, that have been through this longer than me. But we're all here. We're all here. Now, one of the first things I want to point out is your state and your state's laws around adoption. I didn't know this until I needed to start looking into it. But here in America, most of our 50 states, they keep the adoption papers sealed. Once you're given up for adoption, the first birth certificate, the biological birth certificate, is locked away, and it's almost impossible for you to get that opened up, because in most cases you need the consent of everyone involved, and that means the birth parent that wanted it hidden to begin with. But things are changing. There's about 10 states that to one degree or another have loosened up these laws, and if, like me, you're here in New York State, it's going to happen here. The bill is ready to be passed. We're just waiting for Governor Cuomo to get off his ass and help us out and see the right that we have as adults to know about our families, about our lineage, our blood, our kin, our who we are, to know. It's our right. It's your right. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. So we're just waiting to see if Governor Cuomo is going to sign this bill. It was in front of him in 2017, and he refused to sign it for whatever damn BS political reason he gave at the time, which I don't even remember. But it looks like, hopefully in New York, it looks like it's going to get signed. So maybe, luckily, next year, if you're an adoptee and you live in New York State, you will get the chance to look at your actual first birth record, your biological birth record, and at least that will give you a name. Because most of us don't even have a name to go on. But there's more than just that. There's more than just, waiting to see if your state follows suit. Some of them have already. I did a quick search. You can do a deeper one, but if you're an adoptee or you know an adoptee, and you live in Alabama, Alaska, Maine, Oregon, or the U.S. Virgin Islands, they're open. They're open. You don't have to get the parent who gave you up. You don't got to get them and their family's rights to do this. You can get access to your biological birth record, your first birth certificate. So if you're in any of those states, that's definite. As far as everything I've looked up, double check it to make sure I'm right. But as far as I've checked out Alabama, Alaska, Maine, Oregon, the U.S. Virgin Islands. If you're in any one of those countries, or you know someone in one of those countries that's an adoptee and wants to learn some information, they have the right to see their biological birth certificate. And if your state doesn't allow it, you got to get on the emails. You got to start writing letters. However you contact your representatives, you have to contact them. You have to let the state know that you believe that as an adult, you have the right to know who you freaking are. And that's what it comes down to. You have the right. I have the right. We all have the right. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Urge your local government and urge your state to change their laws. It's your right. And then online. Real quick, just to wrap this up. I wanted to mention that there are online, sources that help out. I'm using 2. There's a lot more than that, but I just didn't want to get bogged down. There's only so much information I'm going to be wanting to take in during the day. The 2 I decided that I'm going to go for, that I'm going to work with and see if they can work with me and help me. Because I'm in New York State specifically, I did go with the Adoptees born in NY and birth parents looking for them. That's a big title, but that's one of the Facebook pages. So there may be other states may have their own version of this too. I'm not sure, but if you're in New York State, and you want information and you're looking for help and you're looking for somewhere to go to give you a base of support and to help you out, Adoptees born in New York and birth parents looking for them on Facebook. Go look at them. And even if you're not in New York, or even you are and you want to do something else, the second online source that I'm using to help me is simply called Search Squad. That's on Facebook, and they're pretty hands-on, actually. I gave them all the information that I had, that I was told, about where I was born, when I was born, the names of what party members I kind of knew, and outside of my parents, there was only one that was a family friend that was helping us. But I gave them all the information I could, and they started helping me by giving me advice, suggestions, and then I got assigned what they call a search angel. And this is an individual who knows how to work the Ancestry DNA sites, and I'm sure the other sites too, like 123Me, knows how to work these. So once you get your information, they're going to help you go through everything you're receiving now from Ancestry, and they're going to help you go through it, piece it together, and hopefully make some sense out of everything. But you're not alone. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't have this information. This is our damn rights. Okay? There are sources out there to help us. Don't sit alone. Don't think that you have no help, that there's no one out there for you. I'm here for you. I'm going through this right now. As you're going through it, or you're thinking about going through it, that's what I'm doing. So if you're worried, you're scared, come to me. I'm more than happy to help you, because I'm beginning to think that is as much of my journey as the alleged discovery of my siblings. This is a desire and a passion in me now, for me to find out for myself, and me to be here for any of you or anyone you know. Like I said, that just wants advice, just wants to vent, or just wants to know where to go to get the help. Because you're not alone. You are not alone. So don't force yourself to be alone. Don't force yourself to go through this solitary, solo style. It's not worth it. It just makes it harder. I know, I tried. 20 years. 20 years. That's too long to wait. So there are sources out there for you. I'm here for you. You are not alone. We can do this. No promise of a happy ending. But if we try, we can at least get to that ending and see what the hell the ending is. All right. So check out some of those sources. And if you know of another source, drop it down in the comments so other people can see this too. So we can build up a body of information that will be able to help people. All right. Thank you very much. I'm out of here.